right, good morning, y'all. What is going on? Day 21 here in the woods. You're gonna have to overlook the lighting. It is pretty dark out there this morning. Looks like rain is coming. I'm having to use some artificial light for this morning's video. Last night was pretty good. Sat around the fire there, and I think I had about 5 little kings. They was all right tasty, as they always are. Let's see. Did not stay up too late. I think I stayed up probably till about 11:30 or so. I'm pretty sure I was in the tent at about 12. And see, anything else go on? I have to think on it a minute here, guys. Oh, the hound dogs. I was sitting around the fire there last night. I could hear some hound dogs bellowing, you know, way back in the woods. I'm pretty sure they was over there on the island where season 1, the island took place. And I think I was over there coon hunting. And them hounds, they had a, you know, they'd get a coon treed and they start their bellowing, and that way their, you know, owners can come over and get their raccoon. Pretty sure that's what was going on, because last year, you know, it's kind of what happened. You know, I was over there on the adventure and I'm sitting there around the fire pretty late at night. Seemed like to me though it was about 12 or 1 o'clock, and I heard something, you know, kind of freaked old Rob out. Heard some noises, and could tell the noises was getting louder, and they was getting louder fast. It meant they was getting closer to where I was at. Kind of freaked me out big time. You know, I busted out the bushcraft knife. I didn't know really what was going on, and that's what it turned out to be, was a couple hound dogs. I don't really think there's much else that went on last night. Excuse me, Dagburn, y'all always seem to sneak in there somehow. Well, I guess we should get something out of the oats bag. Let's see here. Let's see what we got going on. I think this morning I'm going to have some apples and cinnamon. Oh man. Oh, it smells so good. Smell that. Smell-o-vision going on, y'all. I wish there was such a thing. Really do. Some of this stuff I've been cooking out here in the woods, and some of these oats will let y'all smell of them, you know. All right. Probably will not be a whole lot today. Of course, will be a coffee cook and some oats here shortly. And thinking here. Well, might get a little bit of the canoe trip over on the way over to get supplies, and maybe some of the canoe trip on the way back. We'll see what we can do. I have to use my phone though, because this camera here, the Canon M50, it is not known for image stabilization. It has issues in that department, so maybe I'll try to use the phone. Really wouldn't want to take this Canon out in the canoe anyhow, I don't think. And on that note, get me a drink of water here, and then I'm going to let you all go. Daggone, I'm awful thirsty this morning, y'all. Like big time. Don't know why that is. Because I have been drinking a boatload of water. I mean, gallons and gallons and gallons of water since I've been here, for sure. All right, anyhow, I'm gonna let y'all go, and I'll see you here and momentarily for that coffee cook and the oats. All right, what's going on, everyone? It is time for some coffee and some oats. Hope everyone is doing all right. Yeah, I think I'm about as ready as I'm gonna get to go on this supply run, I'll tell you that much. Not really feeling it, except getting to talk to my wife. Now that part I'm looking forward to, but the rest of it, not so much, you know. Way it goes though, I reckon. All right, let's get this show on the road so I can go get this supply run done and get back to camp. 7 nights left, y'all. That is it. All right. What should we do first? Oh, I did forget my bananas. You're just gonna have to hang tight for a second. Oh, and I was wrong. Apparently I didn't pay attention to myself last night. I did not grab bananas out. I got strawberries. I will take that. That is going to be tasty. All right. All right, oats are in there. These strawberries opened up. So glad I grabbed a dehydrator, you know, for adventures like this. It is definitely the way to roll when it comes to camp food. Pretty much you can go on a big adventure like the one next year for New Orleans and have all your food right there in a big dry bag right in your canoe. Don't have to worry about it. The way to roll. All right. A little bit of water in these here oats. Yeah, it is definitely looking like rain out here today. Not cool, y'all. Not cool at all. I can see it. Old Rob's gonna get caught in the rain on the supply run. Yep. Definitely not cool in any way. In any way at all, man. All right. Oh. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna worry about it. The bugs are not too heavy. I'm not even gonna put the lid on there. I'm gonna try to put a little rock underneath this bowl to kind of level it up some, if I can. Yeah, that worked out right fine there. Cool, people, cool. All right. Let's get this stove together. I am gonna go ahead and make a slash on my tank here. Never did check last night to see if I needed to add one or not. All right. Alright, take the lid off, pour some water in there, fire up the stove, and we will be golden, y'all. I think this would have been a good day to be bluegill fishing. It's nice and cloudy, no wind. Way it goes though, because I do need that ice. Well, I don't actually have to have it, but only true reason I'm going over yonder today is so I can talk to Linda Ray. Otherwise, I might be half tempted to just let the cheese, mayonnaise, and tartar sauce spoil, so I can drink warm beer. It's all right. All right. I often wonder if you guys can hear the squirrels and stuff up in the woods making noise. All right, we have ignition. We have heat. Let's crank him up. Yeehaw, people, cooking with gas, literally. And we'll put a little bit more water in there real quick while I can. I think I'm gonna sit here and camp and drink me 1 cup of coffee. And then drink my other cup as I'm headed across the lake in the canoe. And another trip underneath the tarp here. I've got to get my coffee cup. All right. I think I am finally squared away. Oh man, dropped my spoon on the ground. Now it's all dirty. Wow. Go figure, right? Right. Good thing there's a little bit of water left in the Nalgene, because it is needed on this spoon. Little piece of paper towel, right handy. Glad I saved it. I mean, I've got more, just not in my chair. All right, once again, good to go. Time is it, people? 9:30, daggone. I wanted to be done over to the supply place by now. Way it goes, I guess. Gotta watch this coffee really good this morning, because the way that stove is on that slant gets to boiling hardly at all, it's gonna boil over. Not cool. Excuse me. Water is moving, y'all. I think that's probably good enough. Yep, it is. Turn him off. Coffee time, coffee time. Be sure there ain't nothing on this spoon. I don't want anything going into my coffee. If I have determined, by the way, this Folgers Classic Roast Instant Coffee, I think that one of these will last me for a month on the big expedition next year, especially now that I know it really only takes 2 spoonsful, because at first I was using 3.5. It's too much. 2 will do the trick. So I take me 3 of those. Hopefully that will be enough to cover 90 to 120 days on the rivers there, I hope. We'll see. If not, we'll have to try to figure out a way to order up some groceries in some town somewhere. All right. Coffee is in there, y'all. Put the lid on. Ooh, watch that. It's hot there. Daggone. Take it off of the stove if I can. There we go. All right. Rock and roll, y'all. Coffee cup does not have any funk in it. Good to go. Time for a pour. Egg-burn allergies are acting up. First time really since I've been out here. Went ahead and took me allergy pill. I think that's only the second one I've taken the entire time I've been here. Oh, that coffee is good, y'all. It is good. Woo, but still really too hot for old Rob to be drinking. I have to let it cool just a little bit. All right. Taste test for the oats here, y'all. I know they're going to be good. Apples and cinnamon with some strawberries in there. Ooh, tasty stuff. Oh yeah, delicious. One more bite and I'm going to let y'all go. Booyah! Off the chain, people. So simple, yet so delicious. All right, well, I'm gonna sit here for a little while. I'm gonna polish off 1 cup of my coffee. I'm gonna eat my oats, and that will be that. Then we'll get ready to go on the supply run. Yeah, I guess that will be all. Might come back between now and dinner video. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna say I might come back, saw up a couple pieces of wood, but I may do that anyhow. But that'll be about it. And it'll be dinner and red light, and this day will be done. Day 21 in the woods, supply run in line. All right, see everyone after a while. All right, y'all. Going on our one and only recorded canoe venture. This adventure. We'll see how this is gonna go. I do not know, y'all. I do not know. I am going to mess with this camera for a second before we take off. Get this raised up a little bit higher here. Did not dare bring my good camera, so I'm having to use my phone, which, of course, it's expensive as well. But actually, now I think about it, the phone is more expensive than the camera. Probably should have just brought the camera. Let's hope no incidents happen. Matter of fact, it makes me wonder here. I think I'm gonna lower the center of gravity for this tripod, and I'm just gonna raise it up a little bit, about like that. How's that? Hopefully, all right. I do not know how much power is going to be available, or not power, but memory. See here if I can even get us launched. I may have to step back out of the canoe. was just fine until I got my big old butt in here. Then started bottoming out there. Be sure I get out away from the shoreline. Had issues last time, y'all. Issues, I'm telling you. To get going a little bit, might turn y'all around so you can see the front view as well as the Rob view. And also, the wind out here is pretty kicking today. I'm not paddling all the way to get these supplies. I'm going to paddle till I get to the cut through, or what I like to call the cut through, and most people do. It goes in between the land masses here. And then I'm going to motor. Booyah, people. Minn Kota Traxxas. I learned from last year's adventure for a cure with the way the winds whip around this lake and the currents. Not a good thing to be out here and have to paddle everywhere you go. Nope, not good at all, I'm telling y'all. Wish I would have seen what time it was when I started this little paddle. Oh, watch that rock point there, Rob. And I hope that the cut through is not completely out of the water now. That means I would have to portage, take all this stuff out of the canoe. I mean, it's not a lot, but hooking it up and moving it is a different story. Right over there is the bay where I come down and get those freezing cojones baths, you know, whenever I get brave enough to do so. I'm gonna find my e-cig, y'all. This paddling and no vaping, that don't work for old Rob. I'm gonna stop right here a second and have a little vape. Middle of nowhere, you all. Booyah. Definitely has been an adventure. Oh, and today is, I don't think I said on this clip, today is day 21. In the woods and on the water. There is 7 days left for this adventure for a cure. 28 days in the woods to raise awareness of Alzheimer's and dementia. One thing I will say about this trolling motor here, when I get ready to go on the big expedition next year, I'm going to have to get Joey Rager, my adventure bro, to do a little bit of a mod on this bracket that holds this trolling motor on. Measure up the canoe and have him make me some new pieces of wood, so that way I can sit in the front seat of this canoe where I really am supposed to be, since I'm a solo paddler here. Because what this does is it gets in my way, and when I go on the big expedition, I'm not going to be using that trolling motor except for crossing from one side of the river to the other. Like say we go through dam number, we'll just use dam number 1. All right, locking dam number 1 there on the Ohio. Well, I'm gonna get in the guidebook there, the Ohio River guidebook, and it is a right fine book, by the way. I'm gonna get in there and I'll flip a couple pages or whatever until I see locking dam number 2. Then I will see which side of the river that locking dam is on, and then if it's on the other side of the river, we go ahead and cross right there at locking dam number 1. So that's when I'll use the troller. Old Joey Rager, he can just grab onto my canoe there, and I'll turn it on low and take us across the river. This way, we avoid crossing in front of barges. got to avoid that as much as possible, because as everyone knows, these canoes are not fast. Turtle speed they are. I'm hoping there's enough on here for y'all to stay with me till I get to the cut through. I can see it over there. It's way over that way. But when I get to that, we'll put down the Traxxas into the water there, and we'll go for a supply run, y'all. That's right. Oh, I hear a chopper. I can't see him. Sounds like a Chinook to me. For those that don't know, that's one of them double-bladed whirlybirds there. Got one big rotor on the front and one on the back. But I can definitely hear one. For sure. Have not done really any for real paddling on this adventure. This is the most paddling I've done at one time since I got here. Like I said, that is because of the conditions. This is not the place, in my opinion, a big lake, to be paddling everywhere you have to go. It's just not. On a river, I still hear that chopper. But on a river, you know, you've got the currents that'll work with you there. They're going downstream. So even if you have wind that's blowing on you, you still got something on your side. You know, we're out here, you have nothing on your side except current working against you. Especially, you know, you already got the wind, and yeah, you already got the wind down here, and then they start generating down there at the dam, and they run water through the dam there. They generate electric, and they also, of course, have to do that to keep the Cumberland River at a proper level for barge traffic. But yeah, it's just not the place. I did have my breakfast this morning. It was delicious. Apples and cinnamon oats with a little batch of them dehydrated strawberries in there. Ooh, man, they was good. I'm telling you. All right, y'all. We're almost to the cut through. I'm only doing this to save power. I could have turned on the Traxxas way back there at camp. How many minutes is on this thing? Only 9 minutes. Hey, it's only took me almost 10 minutes to get to the cut through. That's not too shabby. When I get to the cut through, motor time, y'all. Motor time. And I've said in some other videos, next time I come on an adventure to a cure, or for a cure to this place where I'm at right now, I will have a vehicle for the water that is more suitable to these conditions and for this type of adventure. Canoes will be regulated to the rivers only. That's right. All right, this is close enough. I'm done fighting this wind and these currents and everything. We're gonna roll now, y'all, or float, for that matter. Try not to tip us over in the process here. All right, let's do this thing. What y'all think? Good idea? Woo, Rob's trying to put it in first. Oh, man. Oh, I thought that was a crappie there for a second floating. It's not. All right. Now we are on a slow boat to China. Not as slow as it would be if I had to paddle the whole way. That would not be a good thing. Old Island Rob is not on that today. So I mean, even with these with this trolling motor, even with that, with the currents and so forth and the wind, it's like we're barely moving. That's what I'm talking about. Not cool. Oh man, I forgot my coffee, y'all. Heck nabbit. I might have me some more when I get back to camp. Brew me up another pot. I really did not get to enjoy my coffee much this morning because this trip was coming up. Supply run. Y'all will see here in just a minute what I mean by cut through. Let's hope we have no disasters this time. Last time I come through here, I lost my hat. It was a bad scene, y'all. This is my good hat right here. You know, I call it my signature piece. I always wear it for every video just about, unless I just got through having a bath. Yeah, the cut through's getting low in water here, y'all. Good thing we're in a canoe. And I'm glad I don't have the portage. I think I can raise that up a little bit. Bear with me here. I shouldn't be doing this. This is how I got myself in trouble last time. Messing around. Stay away from them banks, Rob. Dang on. Gonna get us in a pickle there. Don't want to be in a pickle. Wouldn't mind having a pickle, a dill pickle, that'd be nice. Some of the luxuries of home, you know, you just go get in the fridge and get out whatever might be in there. You know, my wife goes and she'll go to the store sometimes and she'll just come home with goodies, you know, that she knows I like but did not really ask for, and she'll get them for me. She's a good gal, my wife. Known her for a long time. She's 13 when I met her, and I was 15. We didn't get married for many, many years later, but I told her way back in when I first met her. I said, one of these days I'm going to marry you. You watch and see. Yep, only girl I ever truly loved right there. Had some other girlfriends, but they was just girlfriends, you know. They were not Linda Ray. She's a special gal. This right here is all right. Old Island Rob likes this action. Just cruising along, talking to y'all, and having a vape. I brought Billy over there to the bait shop. I brought him a couple of Little Kings. Tried to get the guy to come out here, you know, to camp like a bunch of times, and have some beers with me. He always says, well, if I'm not too busy, I'll get out there and all this stuff, but I don't think he's going to. There are reasons to that I will not go into, but that's all right. I still like him. He's still a good guy. Go over there and talk to him. See if he's seen Meatloaf. That's right. Meatloaf comes down here to the dock, you know, to the supply place. That's right. Not the Meatloaf y'all are probably thinking of, neither. Different Meatloaf. Oh, killing me, people, killing me. Yeah, I talked earlier about the hound dogs last night too. Man, they was something, all bellowing in the woods and stuff. And I believe they was over here on the island. That's right. Which, speaking of which, right there is the island. Y'all can't see it, but that is the island from last year's Adventure for a Cure Season 1. Island Life, aka the island. Not much going to go on today, except for the supply run. This seems to take up most of the day, even if you got a little bit of help from a troller. Can y'all hear that chopper? He's somewhere close by, but I can't see him. got an idea. I'm not going to be having bluegill tonight. I'm not going to be having squirrels. And I'm paying to keep that cheese cold. I'm going to make me a couple grilled cheese sandwiches. Sounds right good. I do have enough Spam in there in the cooler there. That can opened the other day. I got enough in there, you know, for a little sandwich. But I'm thinking grilled cheese sounds better than a Spam sandwich today. I have not had one of them since I've been here yet. We will give that a try. I think I might name my canoe the African Queen. Y'all seen that movie? Old Humphrey Bogart there? That's a good flick. Super old, but super good. I always liked it anyhow. If I happen to pawn it, you know, flipping through the channels there late at night or something, I'll always watch it. Don't matter how many times I've seen it. I forget who the other co-star was with Humphrey there in that movie, but she's a pretty big star herself. I just can't think of who it was. And for anybody who's wondering or cares to know, I'm running this Minn Kota here on, I don't know what you'd call it, mid-power, but it's on the next notch up after low. Then you got another notch in between this mid-power that I'm calling it here and up on high. So I don't know which one it really is or what you'd call it. And speaking of all that, I did not know this, did not discover it until I got here on this adventure. When I bought this Traxxas, you know, I watched lots of reviews on it and stuff. And this one that they sent me, it is indeed the Traxxas 45. It does have the battery gauge on it, so you can tell how much power your battery's got. But the notches on here, how it has, you know, like I was just talking about, it's got the low and then 2 notches in between the low and the high. It's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to have little numbers, you know, and it's supposed to be able to dial it in to the speed you want without having to just go, you know, low, medium, high. So they sent me an older model of this trolling motor. I'm not too pleased with that, but nothing I can do about it now because it's been all this time, you know, since I bought it. Just didn't notice. I mean, I got it out of the box, I checked it all out, read the brochure on it and everything, and didn't notice it. Live and learn. I mean, it's working out just fine, and it will continue to work out just fine. But next time, or Island Rob, or just Rob, whatever, I will pay more attention, you know. This out here in the main channel now, what I consider big water here at the hollow. But it's about quiet as a church mouse out here right now. It's all right, you know. I like church mice, nice and quiet. Don't even know they're there really. Not seeing any skiers, wave runners, you know, wake boats going down through here causing issues or nothing. This is the way I like it. Peaceful, almost deserted as it should be on an adventure. I've been thinking a lot about that woodland caribou up there too in Canada. That'd be a right fine spot for an adventure. Ain't no motorboats out there of any kind. It is canoes only. Fly in on a bush plane, they drop your canoe and your stuff off with you, and then they come back on whatever date it is that, you know, you have arranged and come back get you. I think I'd like to do that for one of these adventures for a cure. Yep, there'll be no ice on those trips. Won't be no cooler, It'll be all dehydrated food, you know, and that'll be all right. I'd like that. No peoples, only animals and the adventure team. Myself and Joey Rager. I would have to have Joey. I would want him to go with me. I wouldn't have to, but on an epic adventure like that to the woodland caribou, yeah, you want to have a buddy with you, you know, to hang out with, and it'd be all right. We're gonna work on that. We'll work on that. All right, y'all, I think I'm gonna stop this for a little bit. Well, not for a little bit, but I'm gonna stop it. I'm gonna flip it around, give a little bit different view, and I'll make a little more video here in the canoe, you know, on the way back to camp. All right. I don't think there y'all go. A little bit different view. See a houseboat. Back when me and my brother and I used to use houseboats, it's about that size. We didn't have the cover over the top there. I like about a 45 or a 50-foot houseboat, a little small one, you know. This is basically just floating fisherman's quarters for me anyways. I don't use the electric or nothing. The refrigerator is the only modern tech that I would use there, or modern appliance I should say, on a houseboat. And then maybe the stove, the gas stove that is, you know, for frying up some fish possibly. Even last time when Dad and I was out here, I didn't use the stove at all. I did use the grill out on the front deck to cook breakfast and stuff like that. Wish I had those videos back. They got corrupted somehow. Lost them all. At least I got some pictures out of it. My last fishing trip with Dad. All right, time to go back to normal view. Booyah! Back, y'all. Let's scoot that back some. Oh, watch there, going off track. At least this way I feel like I'm actually, you know, talking to someone besides myself here, you know. Talking to you guys. That's right. What can I get today when I'm on the supply run, since I did bring myself all the way over here? I think I will grab me a Snickers bar. Those are always right tasty. Like I said in my little update video on the book for the book face there, you know, I'll post once I get to where I'm going and actually have service. I didn't really even have to make this supply run today, but I want to talk to my wife, you know, that's the main thing. And they already said that in this video too. But that's the facts, Jack, you know. Would have been tempted to just let all that minor stuff there in the cooler spoil and not come back over here. But if I did that, then no talkie on the phone to wifey. I wouldn't dig on that at all. That reminds me as well. Next year on the big adventure, the expedition, season 3, River Rats. I have service most of the time. I know I've talked about that as well, but you know, out there on the Ohio and the Mississippi rivers, probably 80% of the time, just guessing, we should have service, because there still are wild areas of the Ohio River and the Mississippi that are undeveloped, and you're in the middle of bloody nowhere, kind of like out here, you know. And I see a boat coming down through there. Hot Rod Johnny 5, you know. Got to kick it down and do, you know, 100 miles an hour on the water. He's going to put off some waves. I'll be rocking the old canoe around a bit, but I will turn into him. So, oh, he did that good. Now he's going to cut in front. Good. No, he's turning around for some reason. He must have forgot something wherever he was coming from. So it looks like he's going right back. Yeah, right over that way. I know y'all can't see it, but it's a houseboat over there. That houseboat has been docked over there ever since I've been here, 21 days. Cannot tell from here if it's a rental or maybe someone owns it. Maybe that's what it is. If it's a rental, someone's paying some serious muchachos to stay for that long. I just now realized this camera is like a rear view mirror in a car. I can see what's going on behind me. On this if this video does stop abruptly, that probably means it's out of memory in my phone. I've got a memory card put in there, but it's kind of finicky there. Yep. Long journey for supplies, y'all. But less stressful. Minn Kota, that's right. I will take it. Worth every penny. And I guess I ain't gonna get to see Frog this year. Or any of the other guys really, because I come over here on Sundays and that's the day Billy works. Or the new guy, well, I consider a new guy, Bob. He's been here on a Sunday before as well, I think. Cannot believe I didn't even bring my little cheap canoe seat to put in here. Totally forgot it. Wow. nothing to lean back on, it will let your lower back, it'll let you know about it, you know, like, hey, you messed up, you didn't bring the seat, you know. Now, as long as I get enough sun, charge that battery up for this little motor here, you know, for one more run over here, that's all I'm gonna need. Be the last and final run of the Adventure for Curiosities through Deep Woods. And it has been an adventure, I'll tell y'all what. Oh, Tri-Tune's going by over there. I never knew there was such a thing here until recently. I thought there was pontoons, you know, got 2 on there, but they got 3. Yeah, some big waves coming. I better turn into the waves there. I do not feel like getting the boat swamped. That's right. Right here should be pretty good, I think. Get ready for some little bit of action here, probably. Let's hope I don't dump my phone in the water. Yeehaw, y'all. That was all right. Now let's get back on course here. Oh, shoot. Nothing but a thing, y'all. Same way if you're paddling, you know. Some big, good sized wakes coming at you, just paddle into the waves with the front of your canoe. You'll be perfectly fine. Well, everyone, I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut this, and let's see. Well, this part has only been about 8 minutes long. I'm not sure how long the other one was. No point in keeping y'all this whole time, you know, all the way to the supply depot, but I like to call it anyhow. It's really a bait shop, or a marina. But anyhow, I guess that'll do it. I might do a little bit more video like this on the way back and towards camp, you know, and that'd be all she wrote. All right, everyone. Until then, bye for now.